Looking at the standings, the Nationals sit in last place in the National League East, 5 games back. The Padres sit in 4th place in the National League West, only a game and a half. The Diamondbacks amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 9-7. As of today, the Diamondbacks are atop the NL West. They have a small half-game advantage. The Giants are at the bottom of the division, 6.5 games back. The Atlanta Braves tallied 5 home runs overall as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 13-3. Heading into today, the Rockies sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, only a half game back. The Braves sit atop the NL East. They have a small half-game advantage. The Cubs hit 3 long balls as they manhandled the Marlins 9-1. Right now, the Marlins sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, only a half game back. The Cubs are in 4th place in the NL Central, 6 games out of 1st. The New York Mets launched 3 home runs as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 10-0. At the moment, the Phillies are in 2nd place in the NL East, only a half game back. The Mets are 4th in the division. They're 2 games back. Tom Gorzelani earned the 3rd W of his season as the Brewers got the best of the White Sox, 4-3. As of today, the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division, 1 game ahead of 2nd. The White Sox are in last place in the AL Central, 13 games out. Trevor May grabbed his 2nd win of the year as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates, 4-3. The win was their 6th in a row. Looking at the standings, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They trail by 8.5 games. The Reds are 2nd in the division, 1 game out of 1st. The Rangers combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 2-1. Heading into today, the Rays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They trail first by 4 games. The Rangers are in 2nd place in the AL West, 10.5 back. The O's totaled 11 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 5-1. They now have 5 straight wins. Right now, the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 2.5 games out of 1st. The Orioles are in 2nd place in the AL East, 1 game out of 1st. The Boston Red Sox allowed only 5 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-1. At the moment, the Tigers sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, 3 games back. The Red Sox are in 4th place in the AL East. They trail first by 4 games. The Blue Jays got together to allow 4 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 3-1. Looking at the standings, the Angels are in last place in the AL West. They're 19.5 games out of 1st. The Blue Jays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, only a game and a half back. The A's got 12 hits in this one as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins, 6-5. They now have 6 straight victories. Heading into today, the A's sit in 1st place in the American League West Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd. The Twins are leading the American League Central. They own a 2.5 game advantage. The Seattle Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-0. As of today, the Mariners are in 3rd place in the AL West, 11 games out of 1st. The Yankees are in 1st place in the American League East, 1 game ahead of 2nd. The Astros starting pitcher, number 17, got his 3rd win this season as the Stros disposed of the Royals 3-2. At the moment, the Astros sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're 15.5 games out of 1st. The Royals are in 4th place in the AL Central. They're 7.5 games out of 1st. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background to look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Tim Cooley, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to start here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable and gives his ball club a chance to win.
D. Gordon makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And after the way this series started for them, if they could get out of here with a split, you bet they sign up for that. That was an important win for these guys yesterday, so they'll look to make it 2 in a row here. And this is a good job here of using the whole field. You see him go the other way with this pitch. No chance at all to run this thing down, and you see it take that one big hop right up and over the wall for a ground rule double.
Jock Peterson will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
The 1-0 delivery. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
Runner at third here, nobody out. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching the speedster, D. Gordon. He's a top talent when it comes to speed, and so far this year he leads the senior circuit in stolen bases. I'll look for him to make an impact on this game with his legs.
Yasiel Puig will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. He's set. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Already their second double of the ball game here in the first inning. He's not fooled too many guys out there to this point, that's for sure.
Trey Griffey will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. First offering on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. For Puig, he's at second with his 9th two-base hit of the year. hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Jay. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 14 on the season, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
Shortstop.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Busch Stadium. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. C.Archer will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning. He's pitching relatively well, but ended up taking the loss. His team just couldn't help him enough. He'll look for a better outcome here.
Matt Carpenter comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Eric, your Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, it's not going to be a 4-game sweep thanks to the loss yesterday, but they can still make it 3 out of 4 with a win here. I think they're in a good position to make that a reality.
Good take there, and it's 2-1 now to the St. Louis third baseman. Hit hard to short. Tulowitzki is up with it. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Charlie Blackmon comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. With a moment now, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls, so this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Swing and a liner. Archer's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Johnny Chadwick will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Johnny Chadwick.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jay on the run, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
More trouble here to start this inning, too. They've had this guy's number so far, and now here's a leadoff double on the very first pitch. It's right back into the stretch with the runner in scoring position.
Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. C.Archer will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows that this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
0-1's the count.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. One out and a runner on third. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Kimball scoops it up, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
D. Gordon is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. But take a look at a few and see what he's got.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. In there, and it's even now. 2-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Number 22 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The left fielder, number 31.
Jacques Peterson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Here comes the first pitch. A little tapper. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. Dodgers lead this one 4-0. Todd Harvey will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Archer gets the sign. 2-2 pitch on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Lassiter waits on it. 1 away.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Howie Kendrick is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Around second, he'll try for third, and he is in there.
Well, the sun is definitely out, and it is a factor, but boy, that's a ball he should have had. You got to shield that sun with your glove, use glasses, flip downs, anything, but you got to catch that baseball.
John Jay will stand in now, trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished 4 for 5 at the plate.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself.
And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 4-1 game.
I want you to watch this throw here. You know, this isn't in the dirt. It's not in the sun. It's right there, but he just drops it. No real explanation for it. Just a bad air.
Marlon Kimball comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in to Gordon for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
Skied into straightaway right. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Yasiel Puig is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it, the right fielder. He's got it one away.
Now batting,
Trey Griffey will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Now, after the home run last time, you can see a more cautious approach this at-bat. They don't want to get burned again.
3-0 now.
Yeah, and you got to figure if he's going to jump the yard here, it's going to have to be to left field, because I don't think they're going to give him anything inside that he can pull.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here it is on 3-1. He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2.
2-run homer his first time. He's looking for another one on that swing.
High pop-up. Harvey is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
And this would be a good bounce-back inning for him. He's looked a little shaky here in these first few innings, so a 1-2-3 inning would be just what the doctor ordered.
And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Leading off for the Cardinals, catcher Tim
Cooley is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Matt Carpenter will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
On to first, and there were two down.
now batting left fielder
Charlie Blackmon digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
now batting number 4.
Yadier Molina will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's double number 3 so far on the year. Hit to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Alex Rodriguez is ready here as we begin the top of the
Leading off
fourth.
for the Dodgers, third baseman Alex Rodriguez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And that misses, so the count goes full to A-Rod now, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Grounded down the third baseline. Taken in by Carpenter. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
First baseman
Johnny Chadwick strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Grounded to short. Backhanded. And reined in, one away.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Noah Lassiter will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. C.Archer gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, you know, he hasn't earned it.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready on 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Todd Harvey is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. That's wide. 2-0. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Howie Kendrick. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Weak chopper up the line. Barehanded on the hop. He goes to first. Got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy. We forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Puig is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 5.
Marlon Kimball steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Takes this the other way to right. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 4-2 game.
The batter,
Number 22 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Archer comes set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 4. D. Gordon heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And we'll call up our Dodger leaderboard to show you that his total ranks him 3rd best on the squad.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Jock Peterson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1?
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And sometimes when you've got a pitcher who's out there scuffling a little bit, you worry more about throwing strikes than you do about the base runners. And I think that may have been the case right there.
1-1. Here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass. Yasiel Puig will dig in. He had an RBI double back in the 1st inning of this one. Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Lays off 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in. You're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Now the double steal is on here. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll just hang on as both runners move into scoring position now.
Well, if you think about it, this is the perfect time to call for this. Having a hard time throwing strikes. He's not going to be as focused as he should be on the base runners, and they take advantage. That's a great call from the dugout.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, on a chopper like this, probably the right decision not to go after that guy from third. So he wisely just takes the out at first, and he allows the run to come home and score.
Trey Griffey strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 5 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 6-2. There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Number 65 will come in and pitch now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Dodgers lead it 6-2. Oscar Taveras will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15, Oscar Taveras.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And there's ball 1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Now, story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Hit hard to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. That's 3-1 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Tap fouled at home plate. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Seth Maness will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
61.
Johnny Chadwick will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone, and that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Stepping in now, Noah Lassiter, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And more often than not, when you see a guy with a batting average like his is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
Gregor Blanco will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Six runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Here's D. Gordon now. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. A runner on first with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for LA. They lead it 6-2. Jose Dominguez will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 13, Jose Dominguez.
Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And the first baseman can't get there. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. 2-2 count. Here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Todd Harvey will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. The 0-1 changeup is high, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit well on the ground to first. Chadwick is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Oh, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Griffey sprinting after it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail here at 6-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Kevin Segrist is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Kevin Segrist.
Jock Peterson will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Peterson.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm gonna swing. No. I'm gonna take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Trey Griffey will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 6-2. Leading off the inning, John Jay, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
The 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And boy, this is exactly how you want your leadoff hitter to approach an at-bat. You know, he's showing a lot of patience, and it's worked out so far.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Into the box now, Marlon Kimball. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Not close. It's 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Chadwick will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for route number 2.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row. He's giving him a real lift out there.
Number 22 stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, he had gotten the first 2 guys in this inning somewhat easily. And you figured he's on his way to just strolling through the 7th inning. But whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Well, they put the measuring stick on that last home run, and it came up 403 feet. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go.
He got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cards claw back a bit on this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Cardinals 3. Carlos Martinez is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Carlos Martinez.
Leading off the inning, Troy Tulowitzki, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Looking at Tulowitzki up there, you can't help but think of all the honors that have come his way, despite some pretty significant injury setbacks. A perennial All-Star, a Gold Glover, a Silver Slugger Award winner. This guy can do it all when he's healthy.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. We all remember when Tulowitzki was traded from the Rockies to the Blue Jays late July of 2015. Seemed weird at the time not seeing him in a Colorado uniform, but it really didn't take him that long to make the transition.
No, it didn't. In his first game in a Blue Jays uniform, he went 3 for 5 with a home run, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. Now, that's the way you make a first impression. Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Tulowitzki is retired, and there's one away. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Sort of a sloppy performance by both teams thus far. You see the 5 combined errors as we get a look at the line score, and those errors, of course, have played a big part in the ballgame. Johnny Chadwick stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Matt Carpenter will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Paco Rodriguez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Matt Carpenter will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
Left fielder, Charlie.
Settling in now, Charlie Blackmon. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Curveball, and he'll just watch this one. 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. And a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Yadier Molina will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Runners back. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Chadwick in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Moving under it, Puig, and that retires the side. Cards leave 1. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Trevor Rosenthal will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Rosenthal.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Noah Lassiter, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. Rosenthal's ready. Here's the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Rolando Ventura will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Ventura.
First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, what a play. The throw. Got him.
Oh, love it.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping in, D. Gordon. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
2 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Blackman is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still lead it 6-3. Christian Grant will come on now, trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Christian Grant.
Striding in to start the ninth, Howie Kendrick, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. John Jay will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Shot towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And another foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Too high. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Oh, he's in there.
Johnny Peralta will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 27, Johnny.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Kenley Jansen. The shortstop, number 27.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Well, they don't come much more efficient than that one. He comes on, he throws 1 pitch, he gets the save. That's a good day at the office.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 6-3. So long from St. Louis.
5 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game Metrolink trains will be available outside the left field gates at the Busch Stadium station or up the street at the 8th and Pine station. Bus service on the 40 and 410X lines is located outside the stadium on 7th and 8th streets, while service on the 30 and 93 lines is available on Broadway and 4th streets.